Hey guys, so I filmed this video honestly so many times, so I'm going to make this short, sweet, and quick. Here are some volunteer websites that might help you out on your gap year journey. Some of the websites you do have to pay to volunteer places, and I had the same experience where I was thinking, why do I have to pay to volunteer somewhere? But depending on where you go, you normally get gourmet meals if you're volunteering at some type of health center or community. And you also donate money for their organization if they're a nonprofit. But I have a list of websites, so I'm going to put them down below so you guys can get them. I'm going to read them off now. These websites I have experience with, and I can tell you that they're good. So the first one is IC.org. IC.org is Intentional Community website for the United States and I think Canada. Intentional communities are a group of people who live together for some type of communal purpose. So say that they're Catholic or Buddhist, or they even just focus on meditation and yoga, or they're focused on service work. Intentional communities comes in all different shapes and sizes, and you can find one that works for you. So IC.org is a great website. That's how I found Polestar, which is the community I was at in Hawaii. I'll put Polestar down there too. Polestar was great for me because I was looking for something that was safe, very like community focused and sober. So Polestar worked for me. They focused heavily on meditation and service work, and I felt really safe and comfortable there, which is important because I just turned 18 when I went there. And if you decide to go that route, tell Bernadette that Emily is Green sent you, because Polestar is great. I've had a wonderful experience there. Another website is Woof.net. Woof is probably the most common for free traveling or for any type of gap year traveling. Woof.net, you have to pay, I think it's like $40 for a year membership, and you go on there and you create a page and you type in, Hawaii, and all these farms will come up that are in Hawaii, and they're looking for volunteers. And like any other website, even with the Intentional Community website, you really have to be cautious because ultimately you don't know. That's why I think it's good to do as much research as you possibly can on everything that you're committing to, because you want to make sure that you're going to be safe and that your family's comfortable with what you're doing. So Woof is great. I woofed in New Zealand, and obviously the Polestar Farms was on the Woof page too. So it's kind of, there's a lot of different types of woofing. You could woof all over the world. It's an international volunteer program, and all you have to pay for is your registration fee. And then it's important that you discuss your meals and your housing with whatever farm you connect with. So my advice is just to always do your research, but Woof is great, especially if you want to learn about the environment, horticulture, farming, agriculture, all types of stuff. Another website is eomega.org. So this is the website for the Omega Institute. I volunteered there last summer. The Omega Institute is a center for holistic studies, and it's in Rhinebeck, New York. They hold a lot of retreats and workshops there. Deepak Chopra went there, Eckhart Tolle, all types of like big figures in like the hippie, crunchy, alternative world show up there. So my only advice for the Omega volunteer, it's a work stay type thing. So I did part-time, so I worked there 30 hours a week, and I got a little platform to camp on, and I got meals in all the classes that they had for staff, and it was an amazing experience. But my suggestion for the eomega.org is look up on their website and do some research for work exchange. But it's important that if you decide to do Omega, that you're really passionate about it and you're not viewing it as like a walk in the park. Like it's work. Like you have a job there, and it's important that you do your job. But Omega's been great for me. I went to their teen camp as a kid, and Omega just has a really, really amazing place in my heart. The last website that I have personal experience with is VFP.org. This is Volunteers for Peace. It's based out of Vermont, and it's kind of like a cultural immersion type program. They do different types of trips. I think they do like 2-week trips up to like a month or so. Oh, I feel like I'm going through all of this super, super fast. I just don't want to make the video too long. And I said before I'm going to make this into 3 parts because there's literally so much that goes into taking a gap year. Obviously, finding a program that's safe, affordable, fits what you want is important, but also like presenting it to your parents and making sure that you guys are on the same page and figuring out what you want to do. I mean, If you're coming straight from high school, you probably haven't had a lot of time to explore interests, so your gap year is the time to really carpe diem. Do what you want to do, you know? If you want to go to Thailand and work with elephants, and you type that in, volunteer elephants in Thailand, something's gonna pop up. So that was another suggestion I wanted to make, is that I'm giving you websites I'm familiar with, and I'm gonna put some extra ones down there in the description box, but just volunteer, work exchange, type that into Google and tons of stuff will come up. Find a program that looks good to you and do your research. Make sure you talk to somebody. Stay in contact and make sure that it's legit, because you obviously don't want to be put in a bad situation. And I'm not saying that you're going to be, but it's always a good idea to be cautious and be mindful. Fit into my schedule. I'm filming a video! I'm filming a video!
Come downstairs.
Also, yeah, I just wanted to say too that a gap year is not one size fits all. Just like shirts, relationships, what you like on your sandwich, all different types of stuff. People have all different preferences. My gap year experience was much more hands-on. I did a lot of farming, meditation, manual volunteer work. Some people want to take a gap year and spend time in Rome drinking wine and eating cheese and looking at beautiful sculptures and artwork. And that's not something that interests me at all. So everything is different. Do your research. If you guys have questions, leave them down below. I wanted to make this video short, and I didn't go into extreme depths about what each program is because you can look it up yourself. But yeah, the list of websites will be down there with some more, and I will be back very soon with another gap year video, probably talking more about how to communicate with the folks. Because my folks are kind of laid back, but they're not super laid back, you know, so mama had to figure it out. Alright, on that note, I'm going to shut this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with another video.